So this looks like a good spot, right? Got all of our money in with the set deep. 266 big blinds about to go into our stack, right, guys? Right? There's no way we could lose here, surely. Okay, let's see how we got here. Let's look at the third way to destroy low stakes reg. And that is fast play your good hands. This isn't universally true. There are some spots where you don't want to fast play good hands. I'm not going to talk about the exceptions here. We don't have the time. I just want to show you the norm. The reason you should fast play your good hands against low stakes reg is that their ranges for attacking, raising you on the flop, barreling you on the turn, raising you on the turn, are equity driven. They're going to be very much consisting of big value hands and higher equity bluffs. They're typically going to be underdoing it with the low equity bluffs, and if you do slow play, they're not going to be blasting off enough. They're not going to be aggressive enough later. If villain check raises us on the flop here and then barrels off, they're going to be under bluffing in the pool, and we should be folding bluff catchers, not a set, right? Therefore, it doesn't make sense to take the top of our range and start slow playing with it, because our opponent is just not donating with the bottom of their range often enough, not as often as a really strong poker player like GTO Wizard, right? Therefore, we should just fast play here. What is villain's range for raising us on 9-6-4 two-tone? Fundamentally, it's going to be a set of 4s, a set of 9s, 9-6 suited, although that's blocked heavily, 4-6 suited, jacks, something like this maybe, 10s, ace-9, and then lots of combos of draws. I mean, like, tons of combos of club-club. Club-club is going to be a huge part of this range. What's villain not going to have enough here? Lower equity bluffs like the Jack-10 of hearts. If I thought someone had tons of Jack-10 of hearts and things like that, I would maybe consider slow playing here, but on a really dynamic, changeable texture, where we're definitely getting tons of action by 3-betting the flop right now against all of those draws and worse value hands that we're coolering, it would be pretty criminal in a low-stakes game like 100 Russian cash, where this hand comes from, to not just fast play the flop. I see students so often just call here, and it's hemorrhaging a lot of money. We fast play, villain rips it in, we snap it off, and we win against the Jack Deuce of clubs. This is a pretty horrible flop jam. Villain's hand's becoming close to a fold on the flop, but this is why 3-betting the flop is so good against low stakes regs check raising ranges, and why you just shouldn't slow play in general. They're just going to be putting so many combos of draws and value into that raising range that slow playing here is just criminal. I see so many of my students be terrified of their opponent folding, trying to win something at all costs. Just put the money in. Value bet properly, especially on boards like this. Okay, if the board was ace-king-5 rainbow and I faced this line, I would just call, because even though I don't expect my opponent to bluff very often, I can get the money in myself and I don't have to rush it. I'm in position. But on 9-6-4 two-tone, it's very important that we fast play in all spots like this.